When you hear the word port, you likely visualize a physical interface, the USB-C slot on your laptop or the HDMI connection on your monitor. While these physical connections facilitate the electrical signal, networking logic operates on a different layer. An IP address is designed to route data to a specific machine, but its function ends at the device's external network interface. This creates a problem for modern operating systems. At any given moment, a single computer may be running a web browser, an instant messenger, and multiple background system updates simultaneously. Every one of these applications requires distinct network data, and they are all requesting it through that one shared IP address. Without an internal sorting mechanism, incoming packets would overlap at the network interface. The operating system would have no way to determine which data belongs to which active process, rendering network multitasking impossible. To manage this traffic, the operating system employs a software port to act as a logical sorting mechanism. This port exists strictly as a numerical identifier within the system software, functioning independently of the physical circuitry or hardware ports. The IP address identifies the machine, while the port number identifies the specific service running on it. Combining these two values, the IP address, a colon, and the port number, creates a precise destination coordinate for every piece of data. These ports form the architectural bridge that allows the operating system to map raw network traffic to specific user applications. A common misconception is that applications own their ports or listen to the network wires directly. In reality, the OS kernel is the central gatekeeper. Programs request port numbers, which the kernel links to the application's unique process ID in a master mapping table. When data arrives, the kernel checks the destination port and routes it down the assigned internal pathway. Because ports are managed at the kernel level, the operating system retains total control over how network resources are distributed and isolated. Technical specifications define a software port as a 16-bit binary integer. The 65,536 limit is divided into 3 tiers. 0 to 1023 are well-known ports, like 80 for HTTP. 1024 to 49,151 are registered ports for apps like MySQL 3306 or Redis 6379. 49,152 to 65,535 are temporary ephemeral ports for dynamic connections. This tiered system ensures that network traffic follows a predictable, standardized structure across different devices and operating systems. The 65,536 port limit applies independently to different transport layer protocols, specifically TCP and UDP. Because TCP and UDP have separate port spaces, a computer can run a service on TCP port 53 and a different service on UDP port 53 simultaneously without a conflict. However, this raises a scaling question. If a web server only listens on a single port, port 80, how can it manage thousands of different visitors at the same time? The OS identifies unique connections using the network 5-tuple, source IP and port, destination IP and port, and protocol. Because the kernel requires every active 5-tuple to be entirely unique, thousands of users can simultaneously connect to a single server's port 80 without conflict. The 5-tuple provides the unique identifiers necessary to multiplex large volumes of concurrent traffic through a single destination port. In networking, every open port represents a logical entry point where an external network can interact with an internal application. Exposing a sensitive service like remote desktop on port 3389 creates a vulnerability that can be exploited if the application's authentication is weak. Automated scanning tools are constantly probing the internet for these open ports, looking for any exposed service that can be used for unauthorized access. This risk informs the standard security practice. If a network service is not required, its corresponding port should be closed. Most network defense strategies, including firewalls and access control lists, operate by monitoring and restricting traffic based on these port numbers. Securing a network requires a granular understanding of the port rules that control how data enters and exits every machine. A software port functions as a logical communication endpoint, defined and managed within the operating system kernel. While an IP address identifies a device's location on the network, the port number allows that device to distinguish between different types of traffic. Understanding this kernel-level logic is essential for network analysis, system architecture, and effective troubleshooting. These numerical rules operate continuously to organize the vast flow of data across our digital infrastructure. Software ports provide the logical infrastructure that allows a single machine to host and distinguish between thousands of simultaneous network services.